Hello, for Voices Captain for reporting for duty, and today I want to talk about an issue of Nintendo Power. Yes, we're going back in time to 1990. Yes, 1990. Times were so much simpler then. This was before Batman the Arkham series came to be, the amazing Arkham series, but we had another amazing Batman game released on the Nintendo Entertainment System. And here we have, look at that, Jack Nicholson is none other than Joker. And this issue is going to go over Batman with the exclusive special features, as well as Super Mario 3, Shadowgate, and Double Dragon, and more things. And you could get the tip book for this. I do apologize for the glare and lighting. I'm having a hard time with lighting today. Look at this. Get a free Team Power tip poster. How cool is that? Here we have the old table of contents. They'd always have these players' pulse sections where people could write in. And I found this one pretty cool and funny. It says, I can't help but notice something interesting about Mario. Over the past couple of years, his nose has dramatically changed shape. It used to be sharp and droopy in Donkey Kong, but now in Super Mario 2 is more rounded and somewhat elevated. Has Mario, like many other successful superstars, had his nose fixed to improve his appearance? So did Mario get a nose job? Yes, this was the hot topic then. Did Mario get a nose job rather than the stuff we're getting from like The Last of Us 2? Amazing how far we have came. So Mario gets a nose job and other controversial things in this magazine. And also, you know, the video spotlight on certain players. Remember where you could take a picture and send your picture in with your score? Oh man, times have changed. Then we have this whole spread here with maps on it, how to get through the Batman game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Once again, great game. The music was great. The graphics for its time were great. Still today, by playability, absolutely excellent. In my opinion, if you're an NES fan, this is a must-have game. It just fit really well. I know it's a little hard to see some of the pages here. I do apologize, but absolutely cool breakdown of the game, because maybe you needed the help. And here's another one. I think this one would probably helped a lot of people too, and none other than Shadowgate. Wow, a brooding mystery in an ancient castle. This is like a point-and-click adventure. So if you like those on the computers, you'd like those probably on the Nintendo as well. I believe the same company, if I'm not mistaken, also did release two other types of games. Shadowgate, there was Deja Vu. It might have been one or two on NES. I can't remember which one. I think it's the first one. And another one. I can't remember that off the top of my head. But this was really cool. There's a lot of, with this particular game, there was a lot of trial and error. You tried it and died and found out what not to do, and then repeat. But this magazine would help you if you got stuck. Because once again, remember, we're back in a time before the people were popping on the internet, click, 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 click. You know, they'd have the answer. This was, you'd have to talk to your friends on the playground or around town or whatever, and discuss, hey, how did you get through that? Or did you figure out how to get through that? And actually communicate with people one-on-one physically to see what would be the way to do it. Now look here, we have the making of Super Mario Brothers 3 in here. Another absolutely amazing game from Nintendo, Mario 3. This one really holds up to the test of time. You remember, you'd look at these things, and these things were an advertisement, really, if you will. They'd get you excited over the game. They'd think, oh my gosh, this game looks so amazing, I'm going to have to check it out. And look at this, game designer profile, Shigeru Miyamoto. Oh my gosh, right? Who doesn't know who this guy is in gaming now? If you don't, man, you should read about this guy. He's done absolutely massive things for the gaming community. Absolutely amazing. Oh, look at this. Here's another game. This game doesn't get as much attention. Willow. I thought this was pretty cool. Matter of fact, a game of Willow that I really liked was the arcade version of Willow. That game was a lot of fun. I did like that more than the NES version of it. But hey, you get what you can. I mean, once again, colorful pages. But here we go. Double Dragon 2. The Double Dragon brothers are back and bent on revenge. Yeah, I love Double Dragon. If you know my channel, you know you've seen I've done several videos with several different ports of Double Dragon. I beat the arcade version. I beat it on NES. I beat it on Sega Master System. I think I beat it on Genesis. I beat it on Game Boy. Double Dragon's one of those games I go back to about every year and give it a playthrough. And Double Dragon 2, in my eyes, didn't disappoint. It was a little polarizing for some people, especially with the mechanics and how the controls were. But you know what? I just really liked it. It took me a little while to get the hang of it. But Double Dragon 2 was another one that I liked a lot as well. What about you guys? Did you enjoy Double Dragon 2? Did you ever play it? But this would go over it, tell you where to go, which is not really hard. It tells you what to do. Like, hey, you with the chain, come down. Give you little tips and things on how to beat the guys that you're fighting, and to give information about each mission. Oh man, the old mission when you were in the, what was it, when you were in the helicopter and trying not to get sucked out while fighting. I always found that part probably one of my favorite parts of the game. Really cool. The parts I didn't like on the game are like this, with the platformers. I mean, nobody likes platformers in a Double Dragon game, at least not that I know of. We don't want jumps and stuff like that, but hey, it is what it is. Oh, here we go. Yep, see all more. Look at that art. Mission 5. Oh, here we go. Another one. Super Spike V-Ball. Because if, you know, just regular V-Ball isn't enough. You know, I've never been a big fan of volleyball video games. There's a few that are really good. Maybe I'll cover one on this channel sometime. That's worth checking out. But this gives an in-depth review of the beach into your home. We have Clash, Demon Head. Another cool thing about some of these is sometimes you'd see some information about a game and they never actually got released. So they got you pumped up and something happened and the game got canceled. I'm not saying this is one of those. Here's just another game, but this one I can't say I've ever played. So I don't know anything about that. If you've ever played this Clash at Demon Head, let me know about it. Let me know your thoughts. Now here we go. Here we go, people. River City Ransom. If you like beat 'em ups and you like RPGs, this is just an amazing game. I think this game is ahead of its time. This really helped a lot of the other games that are now getting more popular than ever before coming back, you know, into the fold, like River City Girls and things like that. You have to go back to River City Ransom and play this game. This game is still amazing today. It's just the graphical style really holds up as a wonderful game over time, and it hasn't changed. So this is going to tell you a lot of information about how to get through the game, which was actually quite helpful. It could be a challenging game, but it's nothing not worth putting your time into. Definitely worth a lot of fun. Now here we go. The top 30. Did your favorite game make it into America's top 30? And once again, this was 1990 January and February. So let's see what the top 30 in Nintendo was. We have number 1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes, this game still gets a lot of heat and negativity, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES, I loved it. It was hard, but I beat it. Absolutely loved it. Very good game. A lot of challenge. You got your money's worth because it took a long time. Yes, there were spots. It was absolutely infuriating, but still a good and fun game. Number 2, Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link. You know what? I've never beat it. I'll admit that. I just a couple years ago beat Zelda, the first one. I played some Zeldas. I just never put the time into the beating them. I have nothing against Zelda. Don't at me now. But it, you know, it was okay. And I had a friend that beat this, and I remember him, man, working his butt off trying to figure out certain things and eventually getting through it. Absolutely wonderful. Number 3, Super Mario Bros. 2, which was really not Super Mario Bros. 2, but Doki Doki Panic reskinned. But nonetheless, a lot of people absolutely love this game. I don't mind it. I think it's an okay game. My wife loves it. Ninja Gaiden, or Gaiden, however you want to pronounce that. I know there's a fight over that. How do you pronounce that? You know, never beat it. But I never played it a whole lot either. The times I did play, I got pretty far. But I hear it's really, you know, a tough game. And I think it's more of a memorization game, just memorizing where things are. Dragonware, I did beat that, and I don't beat a lot of RPGs. I don't have time to beat an RPG, so I usually play shorter games. But that one I did beat. I beat Dragonware. So, yeah, an RPG that I beat. Mega Man 2, I haven't beat that yet. I've barely even played it. I beat Mega Man 1, and that's on my title screen sometimes for the intro of the videos, because I beat that not too terribly long ago. I usually stink at Mega Man games, but I decided to get good, if you will, and play on that one. The next one is The Legend of Zelda. Beat that one, as I already mentioned that. Great game. Bionic Commando, that's another great one. Definitely worth checking out. Faxanadu, I never really got too much into Faxanadu, but some people like it. And Blaster Master, that's top 10. So if we go past that, here's one, number 11, Tecmo Bowl. Oh yes, Tecmo Bowl. Great, still great fun today. Get your hands on Tecmo Bowl. Nubungan's Ambition. I can't pronounce that today for some reason. Sorry about that. Number 12. But number 13, Super Mario 3. Absolutely excellent game. Next one's a game that infuriated me. Probably inspired things like Super Monkey Ball. And that's none other than Marble Madness. You know, I just never cared for Marble Madness very much. And number 15, Strider. Strider, I think everybody likes Strider. Depends on which version of it you have, how much you like it. Maybe Strider's great. Bad Dudes, I beat that. I beat it in the arcade. I beat it on the NES. Great game. Don't expect a lot of story and things like that. It's just a beat. RoboCop, a fun little story about RoboCop on the NES. is I beat it without using any of the special weapons. I beat it with a handgun only. I don't recommend you do that. I wish I could say it's because I was going try hard and proving how great I am of a gamer, but the truth is I was ignorant and I didn't realize you could switch weapons. So yeah, I beat the game with a handgun, not knowing you could switch weapons, which would have made it a whole lot easier. Then we have number 18 with Megaman. Awesome. We have number 19 of Batman. Absolutely great. Both those games great. Megaman, yes, even though I know I didn't too long ago beat it, Mega Man's a great game. I'll give it credit there. I know Mega Man 2 is probably even better, is what people always say. Haven't put the time into it yet. But Batman, absolutely great game. You're not going to beat it your first time through. There's going to be some challenges and things like that. Some people say it's really, really hard. I don't think it's too terribly hard just once you get used to the mechanics. When you master the wall jump, then it becomes a lot easier. If you don't master that wall jump, it's going to be hard. So don't veer away from it. Take that challenge of those wall jumps. Metroid, I beat that as well. Another absolutely great game. I'm one of those people, I have to draw a map on paper because otherwise I get really lost in games. So I drew a map. I do the same thing with like Silent Hill and things. Matter of fact, Fatal Frame, not too long ago I beat that. I drew out the map of the place so I knew where to go because I mapped it. Because I don't want to know about, am I the only one to get lost here in video games? I tell you, man, a map is good, especially if the scenery starts looking similar, and I can get in trouble. We have Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. You know, I've never played that game all the way through. I played it some, I liked it some, but I never put enough effort in. That's probably one of those, if you didn't have friends to talk to about it or a game magazine or something, you would have struggled to beat it. We had at number 22, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I can't believe that is on there. Not that good of a game in my opinion. Number 23, Ghostbusters is on there. Not that good. 24, Double Dragon. Yes, Double Dragon I think should have been higher on this list. That's just me. Number 25 definitely gets cheated at this year, and that's Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. That is an absolutely amazing game. Fun. Once again, you have to memorize the patterns or you are going to get taken out. And to finish off, we have Blades of Steel, great ice hockey game. Contra, love Contra. One of my favorite memories in video game playing is couch co-op, playing Contra and Super Contra with my brother, my older brother, not my younger brother. Nothing wrong with my younger brother. My older brother and I did that though, and we beat it without the codes, both Contra and Super Contra. No Konami codes needed. No up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A. And if it's two players, select start. No, we did not need it. We did it with the original guys. Can't do it anymore. We took a lot of repetition, a lot of playing to get good. NFL football was very mediocre. Metal Gear, I thought it was interesting, but it was okay. Don't at me, please. Okay? I know there's a lot of Metal Gear fans. I just haven't gotten into it enough. Maybe let me know what I'm missing. Okay? And the Guardian Legends. So a lot of great stuff there. And so here are another of those pages there with players' picks versus pros' picks and dealers' picks. And on this page, you ready for this one? There is no company shilling telling the critics, telling the game players how they suck or how they're homophobic or anything in this. No, it's just you're allowed to have a different opinion than the pros' picks or the dealers' picks on what the best games are, too, and things like that. So, you know, I think that's a nice thing. For example, the players' pick gave Super Mario Bros. Number 2 the number 1, Zelda 2 number 2. At the same time, the pros gave Dragon Warrior the number 1 spot, Bionic Commando the number 2, and the dealers gave Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1 spot, Marble Madness number 2. So the differences, a lot of differences, but there wasn't fights over it. And here we go. Thing that started the portable, the brick. Game Boy. I had one of these. I did have the Game Boy, the original Game Boy. They give you that. Like golf, I have golf. I still have it. Absolutely. I actually like that golf game. Bottle, Squirt. A lot of simplistic games there that just fit for its time. Solar Striker. Good old Game Boy. Screen doesn't really hold up well, but if you can play it, you know, on other sources and things, I'd recommend it. Here we go. The thing that made you go, oh my gosh, I have to get Super Mario Bros. 3 is when you see this. I mean, look at the colorful pages, the different suits that Mario can have, what you can do on this game. The level design is just fantastic. This was a really, really good Nintendo game that's still holding up the test of time. It makes sense. It's been released so many times. I mean, if you haven't played Mario 3, where are you? I'm going to get a sip of my coffee here. Where have you been all these years to not play Mario 3? Here we go. Another game here. I don't even know. Never played that one. Astanix. I don't know. It's probably butchered. Pronounced that wrong. A lot of people really enjoyed that game. Never played it. Dino Wars. Never played that either. Let's see if you can look at it. Here we go. Cartoons. Nestor. Howard and Nestor. You'd read these fun little cartoons. There was Zelda in these and everything else. A lot of fun. And here we go, Counselor's Corners, where people would write in where they were stuck at something, and they would explain to you how to get through it. We had one about who flamed Roger Rabbit? Who framed Roger Rabbit? Definitely, that game was a stick to it for a lot of people. The Legacy of the Wizard, absolutely monster party. Here we could even get the profilers, man, I can't speak today. The profiles of the gamers and notes on the bottom. They're absolutely great. You could go to these and get help. And here we go. If that wasn't enough, you could go to the classified information, Nintendo's top secret. Yes, things like, for example, here, from Agent 317, Star Sprout Wings, the shortcut on Guardian Legend here. They give you little tips and things on these games that you wouldn't have known otherwise. Here we go, Bad Dudes, you ready? The Powerful Punch. Agents from all over have tipped us off to a fast and furious punching technique. Hold down the A button until your fighter flashes and release. A flaming fury will shoot from his fist and knock down any enemies in the way. This move is especially good to use while your character is fighting in a narrow area, such as a truck or a train. This way the enemies will line up for a quick burst of power and knock them all down. So, you know, cool things like that. Kung Fu. Here we go, Super Mario Land, beat that, that was a great game too. Rambo, didn't care for that one a whole lot. RoboCop, there's the RoboCop one. Yeah, unlimited continues, and I didn't know that either. You could have unlimited continues in that game. I wish I would have known that when I beat it with a pistol. POW, P-O-W, known as Baseball Stars, DuckTales, absolutely love DuckTales. Classic game that people know about now. Back then, though, it was a gem that I don't think as many people realized until the remaster came out. And even if you don't have the remaster, you have, like me, you just have the original. Fantastic game. If you can get your hands on it, absolutely worth it. It's an amazing game. I loved that one. New games now available, and this is where I said you'd run into sometimes they weren't going to be available when they talk about them ahead of time, but these are new ones. They'd pump you up a little bit, like the Chess Master. Yeah, you'd probably need a little bit. Couldn't believe they gave all that to the Chess Master, because I mean, it's sort of hard to make chess something new. Chess is a great game, don't get me wrong, but how do you make that exciting? Say, look at all the Dig Dug 2, Genghis Khan, Twin Cobra, all kinds of stuff. Really cool. Here's another thing, keep people engaged. The NES Achievers, where these were people, they get their scores shared and things. Now think about how this is smart from a branding point. You produce a magazine and you're in it. People see that they're hard, you know, they played real hard and got good at a game, and they're in it. This keeps them interested. The next game, they want to compete. They're going to play that game. They're going to compete. They get interested in another game, because these things are pretty much, to be honest, this is an advertisement. You know, you see this and you like it, you want to go out and get it. It's absolutely brilliant. It connects the company with the fans, and they're not adding fans, telling them how to think, how to vote, or anything. It's just sharing their love of games. Maybe companies like Naughty Dog should be getting rid of people like Anita Sarkeesian and things, and thinking more of acting like that. Maybe there's a reason why, you know, there wasn't as much fighting at that time. Here we go. You want to fight it out, you fight it out in the games. The Nintendo World Championship of 1990, talking about that, and where it was located. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely. And here, this is where you got to be careful. The Pack Watch, because now all came out. Super C, oh, I love that game. Excellent. Wrath of the Black Manta, I played that. I don't think I beat it, but it was so long ago I don't honestly remember. Remote Control, because you got to have your games, show games. Snake Rattle and Roll, Adventures of Lolo 2, that was pretty good. Wall Street Kid, I mean, all kinds of great stuff here. All these words, they were developed for people to sit back, read, learn about games, share their love for gaming, and enjoy what Nintendo had. A great way to advertise a product. You know, sure, they could do this somewhat digitally nowadays, right? But you know, just definitely different than what we're getting today with arguing and shock tactics in a game. Let's focus on gameplay, having fun in the community, and Nintendo Power did an excellent job of that. And I just wanted, you know, talk about that. Did you read Nintendo Power? Did you get your hands on any? You know, what are your thoughts about something like this? Do you think it'd be nice if companies could go back to like this again? I'd be curious to hear your thoughts. Well, thanks for watching this video. Until next time, keep it frugal. This video is sponsored by My Wallet. Yes, My Wallet, letting you know that you don't have to worry about my videos being sponsored by special giveaways, so like pre-codes for video games, or YouTube advertisement, and have to worry about it being friendly, because I don't advertise using YouTube because I don't like how their practices are. So my channel is completely funded by My Wallet, which means anything that you give, I'm greatly appreciative for that helps this channel continue. So I want to take a moment to thank everybody on Patreon and Subscribestar. A Penny for Your Dimes, Comic Boom, David Oswitz, and yes, I know I butcher names up. Okay, Pop's Eyes, Rags, Warren JB, and Lichnut. I greatly appreciate your support, and if you want to be on here too as a producer and have me list your name, just give a simple donation. You could donate to my Patreon or Subscribestar for as little as $1 a month, or other ways that you can help out is just advertise the channel, tweet it out there, put it on your social media, your Facebook, share the videos, like, subscribe when you see them, and definitely leave a comment, because that's what this channel, a lot of it is about, is a nice conversation. We want to hear your thoughts as well as mine, and let's get this geek and nerd culture, and I say that in a nice way, together, and let's have some fun. So once again, thank you very, very much, and I hope you enjoy the video.